Imagine you're sitting in your classroom, holding a pencil, laughing with your friends, and suddenly, in one single moment, the world shifts into silence. The safety disappears, and what's left is pure terror. This is not a movie, not fiction, but a real nightmare lived by innocent children. A school turned into hell. Before we get started, grab your favorite drink or snack, take a deep breath, 'cause what's coming is a story that's gonna hook you from the very first second. It was Friday morning, December 14th, 2012. The sky was gray, the cold biting through the small town of Newtown, Connecticut. Children walked into school with small backpacks and big dreams. Mothers kissed their kids goodbye at the door, waving with warm hands, never knowing it was the last time they would see those smiles alive. Inside the classrooms, everything was ordinary. The sound of pencils scratching on paper, a teacher's calm voice, and little giggles between friends. It felt so normal that no one could imagine the next minute would change everything forever. At 9:40 a.m., the phone rang in the main office. The call was from the police. There's an armed man approaching the school. Within seconds, everything changed. The announcement echoed through the hallways. Lockdown. Lock the doors immediately. Teachers rushed, hands shaking, to lock their classroom doors. A child asked, "Miss, why are you locking the door?" The teacher forced a smile. "It's a game. Let's play the quiet game. Whoever makes a sound loses." But behind her smile, her heart was racing. Sweat ran down her forehead. And the children, they didn't fully understand. But the fear in the room told them something terrible was coming. Suddenly, the first gunshot roared through the hallway. The walls trembled. Children jumped in terror. A little girl covered her ears, tears streaming down her cheeks. Then another shot, and another. The sounds were thunderous, echoing closer and closer. Heavy footsteps slammed against the floor tiles like the ticking clock of death. One boy whispered to his friend, "If we die, tell my mom I love her." His friend couldn't even answer. His tears said enough. The hallways became a blood-soaked stage. Doors were forced open. Screams erupted. Gunshots fired relentlessly. Every second, the terror grew louder. Inside the classrooms, students held their breath, praying the footsteps wouldn't stop at their door. Outside, chaos exploded. Dozens of police cars and ambulances surrounded the building. Parents rushed in, screaming, crying, begging, "Please, tell me my child is okay." But no one could give them answers. Inside, some children began writing farewell notes. A boy scrolled shakily on a torn piece of paper. "I love you, Dad. I'm sorry if I don't come home." Teachers hid their tears, wrapping their arms around students, trying to shield them with their own bodies. Every breath, every moment felt like the end. After nearly an hour of relentless horror, police stormed the building. But it was too late. The gunman had ended his own life before they reached him, leaving behind carnage. Classrooms filled with tiny, lifeless bodies, notebooks soaked in blood, toys lying next to the still hands of children who would never play again. The survivors carried the scars forever. The sound of gunfire, the smell of gunpowder mixed with wood, the faces of friends who never walked out of that classroom alive. This was not just a story, it was reality. A school, a place meant to be safe, transformed into a nightmare in seconds. Innocent children, gone without reason, victims of a world darker than we want to believe. Imagine dropping your child off at school in the morning and never seeing them come home again. If this story struck you and you're still here, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next real horror stories. And don't forget to check the previous story I uploaded. They burned the Jin's tree and paid the price. True horror story. A different tale, but filled with the same chilling fear that will make you think twice before turning off the lights tonight.